Hey guys, Elena here, the Stitching Farmer. I am here for my annual WIP parade. I have really been enjoying seeing everyone else's WIP parades. They've been great. I have a ton of projects here. Some of these have not seen the light of day in probably 7 or 8 years. So I thought I'd just bring them all out and show you guys. I'll be honest with you, some of these are UFOs. There's a couple, probably more than a couple, I doubt that I will really ever finish. But I thought it'd be fun to share with everybody everything I've been working on. So I have some life updates, but I'll save that for the end in case someone's not interested. I know sometimes people will get on there, myself included, and I just want to get right to the stitching, see what everyone's working on. And so I'll save it for the end. So if you don't want to hear what I've been up to, you can just move on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a lot here. So this is a Heaven and Earth kit. They used to send it to you in these boxes like this. They don't do that anymore. Now they come in like a pouch. It's been a really long time since I've ordered one of these. I actually went on to order one probably like a few weeks ago. I wanted the new Amy Stewart library and it's like doubled in price. So it's like, never mind. Because I know I'm not gonna finish it anyway, but. So I hope I don't know. I just got these for Christmas. I'm like, hope it's not like too scratchy. Hope I'm doing it right. I don't know. So this is Peacock Days by Josephine Wall. She is her artwork is gorgeous, but it's very confetti heavy when you stitch it. And confetti is like, you have a 10 by 10 block and you probably have like 30 or 40 colors in that one 10 by 10 block of 100 stitches. So this is Peacock Days. It is beautiful. I love so many of her artwork pieces. I think I have like a couple of the puzzles. It's really hard to do a puzzle right now because I have a 2-year-old. Someday maybe I'll put it together. So this is on 25 count. They used to do on the paid Facebook group, they would do a lot of the challenges. So that's why you see like random page starts and finishes. Because I used to participate in that. But then someone she'd always give you a prize. It was usually part of a Amy Stewart, like a little section of an Amy Stewart design. And well, one time she didn't give one of those and people got upset because they wanted the Amy Stewart. And so I don't think they've ever done another one since that. So this is where I've gotten. So I have done 3 full pages, this one, this one, and this one. And then as you can see, I've started this page. I try not to do like hard edges because you can get lines in your work. And then I gridded it myself. I can't remember what this thread is called. It's shiny thread. I might even have it in here. Ah, here it is. It is called Sulky, and it's the Hollow Shimmer. So it's real shiny. I would not recommend doing this. I would recommend buying the pre-gridded fabric, which I think when I started this, that hadn't come out yet. So, but now they do have that option and it's awesome. And then, sorry for all the noise here. This is, I don't think it looks like this anymore if you order one now, but it's on like floss drops, basically. So much thread. So much thread. And I'm doing it 1/1. So 25 count, 1/1. And that is probably my oldest WIP in this pile. I want to say I started it before my second son was born. So probably like 7 or 8 years ago. I can't remember. It's been a while. I may have been pregnant, so maybe just 6 years ago. I might have to take this needle minder though, since I'm not working on this anymore. I could use it for another project. And the way way I do it when I stitch a Haid, since like some of these are so confetti heavy, I try to like just pick a color and do it all throughout the page, and then do another color all throughout the page, just like that, as you can see, like with that one. Then you get all these ninja stitches, which I've started this before Pattern Keeper was around. So you'd think you did them all, and then there'd be this ninja stitch, like, where'd this one come from? So then you have to go back and pull that color out again and just stitch that. So that is Peacock Days by Josephine Wall. She has a lot of great ones. This one, so I have just like pulled out everything. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, no order. This one, I probably started this one 3 or 4 years ago, I think. It's one of those little Mill Hill kits. I have lost, I thought I lost everything, all the beads with it. I finally found the bead packs though. So they always come with like a little bead pack. These are pretty heavily beaded usually with the Mill Hill kits. But I have lost this pumpkin. Where? That pumpkin right there I've lost. Don't know where it is. So I think a good bit of this one is stitched with 3 strands of thread. So you see all the holes and the cats there? Those are going to be black beads. So I think it will look okay without the pumpkin though. I don't think that should be too big of an issue. But they're usually fairly quick. I like to do them in the car. Sometimes I can stitch in the car and sometimes I just can't. Lately we've been taking our dog with us everywhere and she wants to sit on my lap, so I can't stitch with her in my lap because she's just too furry and too much in the way. Okay, so also so this is going to be WIPs and kits. I have a bunch of kits here too. I'm going to try to start with stuff I've actually stitched on. No, I haven't stitched on that one at all. All right, here's one I've stitched on. Look at this, isn't this bag gorgeous? This is Tulip Pink fabric. I love this fabric here. Gorgeous. This is a Mama Joan bag on Etsy. She always has some great bags on there. And I like the vinyl fronted one so I can see what I'm stitching. But lately, I've just been starting too much stuff, so I'm having to stick everything in these cheap Amazon bags. So this is Peacock and Pomegranate by the Cottage Garden Samplings. Words Are Hard. Beautiful piece. I haven't stitched on this in so long, but this is one I do want to finish someday. And I believe I'm stitching it on the Call For fabric, which is 36 count raw natural linen. And oh, look at that one. It's a pretty little butterfly. I should probably pull that one off too. All right, so this is where I am. I have been working on the peacock tail. Like, I have it upside down. I believe. Maybe this is upside down. Hold on. I'll figure this out. Okay, I had it right the first time. Having the needle minder on the wrong end threw me off. But I think what I was doing is I was having to stitch it sideways because I was stitching it on my quantum frame. Is that right? Quantum frame? Yeah. So I was stitching it sideways. I believe that's why I have the needle minder like that, but it goes like this. So that's how far I've got on that one. I think I do want to make a little change. I want to put some sparkle in this, so I think on the border here, the top and the bottom, I might get some Krynic to put in here. Replace one of those colors with Krynic. Not sure which one yet. I thought that would give a little shine and sparkle. I don't know if I will put any effort in or any time into it this year. do want to finish that someday. All right, back in here. So let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna be getting like up and down a lot. All right, so this one I started during my maternity leave. So that would have been 2 years ago, after I had my last child, my daughter. This is one of, I think there's like 5 or 6 of these Christmas trees that Nora Corbett has designed. And this one's from 2007. This is my favorite one. You can still, it says limited edition, but you can still get it pretty easily. This is, it just says Christmas tree 2007. I guess there's not a name on it. I thought it was called turtle doves or something. But it's so cute. I love the turtle doves. And I don't have like a huge start on it. I've got a set of the turtle doves done. This is another one I hope to finish someday. Don't plan on doing all the Christmas trees, probably just this one, honestly. The other ones, they're all right, but so I got this as a kit. So it had the fabric and then all the threads and beads in there with it. Most of the threads are classic Colorworks. And it came with 28 count dirty linen cast shell. All the stuff I pulled out were just stuff I'm hoping to start soon. Not actual starts here. This one. All right, this one I have started. Stony Creek, every month they do a free pattern, and it's usually like in a set. So this is the Halloween one from, I can't remember what year this was, 2018, so that was 4 years ago. In case I forgot to say, today is January the 1st of 2023. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to saying. It always takes me like a month before I remember it's a new year. So this one has 6. There are 6 in this set. And I have finished 3 of them. I made a mistake in the witch's arm. So it's 1 stitch longer than it should be. And I just haven't been able to get over that. Thought maybe if I just take it all out, I'd be happier with it. And you can't tell, and I know you can't tell, but it still bothers me because I know. But I really like it. I should finish it. It doesn't really take all that long to stitch one of these. And this is Chloe the Bobtail. I filmed a little list already, and then I realized I hadn't hit play, so I can't remember if I've already said her name or not yet. So let's see, I've done the witch, and that one. So I have these are the 3 left. I still gotta do the toads, the moon and stars. I want to say the moon is that glow in the dark thread that's kind of a pain to work with. But you can still buy these. They're just not, the moon is the glow in the dark, which will look cool in the end, but it's a pain to work with. And then the bat one. I think they're like $3.50 a piece if you don't get it when they're free. But it's all still available at on the Stony Creek website. I think right now, I can't remember what the pattern is they're doing. I think it's Snowman, but I can't. I haven't been buying the new ones they just started releasing. And it's done on, it's the printed fabric by Zweigart. I think it's, yeah, that's Lugana. It's not linen. It is, I'll try to remember to put it down in the description box. I believe it's called 28 count Stormy Night. Is that right? I can't find it on here. I believe it's called 28 count Stormy Night though, is the recommended. Oh yeah, Vintage Stormy Night. So it's that pre-printed fabric by Zweigart. So the back side is plain, and then the front side, it has that hand-dyed look to it. But I believe it's printed, so I think it's color fast, so you could wash it if you needed to. And most of that is DMC. There is like a couple specialty threads though. I have a lap cat, and she's not gonna be happy in a minute when she has to get out of my lap. I was gonna share this one. There's a company in the UK called, I think it's called like Lakeside Linens, and this was the Shannon Christine Designs. I can't recall the name of the pattern. If I remember, I will link it. But it's supposed to be like, this is like winter, spring, summer, fall. Super cute little houses. I can't recall what the name of it is, but I will, if I find it, I will link it below. All right, another one. I just started this one pretty recently. Trying to like show you everything in arm's reach, so she doesn't have to get up. This is another Mill Hill kit of the buttons and beads. It's called Fall Beach. It's a new release from this year. Well, last year now, 2022, one of their fall pieces. They do like, seems like they have, I know they have fall, they have the Christmas ones, and then they usually have like a spring, summer release. So usually 3 a year, I believe is how many they release, and usually 6 each time. And I got just a little start, just that little seagull there in the middle. The way you start these is you draw an X on the back of it, and then you'll know where your center is. So that is Fall Beach. I live in Florida, so I thought that'd be a cute piece to have during the fall season. I live up in the Panhandle. So we had like a really cold Christmas, but now it got up to 70 today, so it's been pretty warm now. All right, so what can I'm gonna have to kick her out. Sorry, kitty. I have like this big, these are great baskets. You get them at Target, I think. It seems like I've seen them at Hobby Lobby too. I have one more Heaven and Earth designs to share. This one is, I know probably all of y'all, if you know Heaven and Earth at all, you know this one. This is Amy Stewart. What do they call it? Stitch in Time. I had the one with the centerpiece in it, but I don't think I'm gonna get that far. But if I do, I think I might go back and buy the one without the centerpiece in it, because I kind of like that one better. So this is my meager little start on page 1. My goal was to do a page a year, even at a page. I think this thing is like 60 pages long. So even if I do a page a year, it will take me 60 years to finish. So my hopes are not very high to finish this, but this is another kit. Look at all of that thread. Oh my goodness. That is so much thread. So much thread. I found my needle minder. It's a Nancy Drew. I loved reading Nancy Drew when I was like a young adult, like 10, 11, that age. My son's age, my oldest son, he's 10. Yeah, I wish I could get him to read. I have bought him, he'll read those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, but he's done with them in like a day. He's finished a book because half of the page is a picture. I guess any reading is good reading. I have bought him all the Harry Potters. I think I can't remember which one. He has read some of them. I think he's read the first 3, I want to say. But now he's kind of gotten bored with it and I can't get him to read them anymore. But I remember go to the library and check out all those Nancy Drew books. They had so many of them and they were great. Maybe that's why I'm into true crime now, because of Nancy Drew. All right, so next up, I'll start seeing what's in this here. This one I started last summer. And this is a Plum Street. I have fallen in love with Plum Street. I want to buy all the Plum Streets lately. This is God Bless America. This one, I believe, was a market release last year. She thinks, I think she might think I'm talking to her. I'm not sure, but she's always wants to be right in the middle of the Flosstubes. Oh, look, I found a pair of glasses. I have these everywhere now. And everything's the called for, I believe. I can't remember the fabric. It calls for Patriots Brew. I want to say I couldn't find it. That's the one thing is, I don't have a local needle workshop, so I can never find these fabrics that is the call for. This may, let's see if it smells. No, it doesn't really smell, so I don't think it is the call for. The one thing about R&R fabrics is they have a smell, a nice smell to them. I'll show you the next one though. Got the Beauty and the Beast needle minder. I'm almost done with this house. Like, this looks like, you know, I look at these, I'm like, oh, this should take me no time at all. I still haven't even finished the house yet though. I've finished the bowl that the eagle sits in, and then I'm almost done with the house. I think I can't remember how many more rows it is. 20 maybe. All right, so let's see what else I got in here. This one has been a fun stitch. I've really been enjoying working on this piece. Oh, gotta remember, there's the patterns. Part of the pattern's on the back side, so I gotta remember not to show the back side. So this is Another Year Creeps by Ink Circles. This has been a really fun stitch. My goal is to do a block, one of these little squares every month. So far I've stuck to it. I'm going to take it out of the Q-snap. Let me do that real quick for you. So I was stitching this at the beginning of December. I think it was the second week of December. And I was watching that show Wednesday, and I felt like it was so fitting for this piece to be stitching on it. Because Wednesday is about the Addams Family, so it kind of has that creepy vibe to it. But it was like a mystery, so it wasn't so quirky like the original Addams Family. So it was fun. I enjoyed watching it. All right, so I have done 3 of the blocks. Needle minder's kind of in the way there. This is on 40 count. It's a Seraphim Fabrics. I'm trying to remember what the name, I think she puts it in the border. Finian is the name. I think this fabric is perfect for this piece. I love it. It's got the blues and the browns, so it's kind of got that spooky feel to it. So those are the 3. This one had like coffins with little mummy people in it. gotta get that block done for the next one, done for January. So hopefully I can have this done by next Halloween. Kitty thinks I'm playing with her. Just gonna stick it back in here for now. And I'm using all the call for colors, which are Classic Colorworks. Sorry for all the noise. Good enough. So this one is a kit, not a start. This one is also a kit, not a start. I have this, I thought it was a little more organized, but no. Okay, this one is a start. If I can find the piece that goes with that. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is Luna. I believe that is her name. Yes, Luna. She is one of the witches by Nora Corbett. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I think she's probably my favorite of the witches. I haven't got as far as I thought I would. This, I know it's 32 counts fabric. Shoot. Oh. I have this. Remember to stick it in the bag. So it's a Fiberlicious. I was in the Block of the Month Club for a while. I think this, yeah, this is a Lugana, and it's called Silver Moon, 32 counts. And this is the bead pack that goes with it. Can't really tell, but those beads are really orange. So I probably will stitch on her more once it gets to be fall again. I tend to like to stitch in the season. Or during the season, yeah, and during the same thing. And these are great. The Paco thread organizers. I have quite a few of these. Very good to, sorry, I have cat hair in my mouth, to keep your thread organized. All right, so this, I can't remember if I've worked on this since last time I showed it or not. I think I have though. This is English Garden by Samplers Not Forgotten. And I saw that there is also I think it's a French garden. So once I finish that, I hope to start. Once I finish this one, I hope to start the French one. This is where I am. It's a little wrinkled. Obviously, I didn't iron anything. But I want to say that I started the alphabet. And this is stitched on, I know it's 40 count. I believe it's called Jack Frost by Seraphim Fabrics. I love ordering from Seraphim Fabrics. You can order directly from them. And I ordered like 4 pieces of fabric a few weeks ago, and it shipped in like a week. I couldn't believe how fast they shipped out their fabrics. So I hope to put some more, she's trying to bite me. Hope to put some more time into this one this year. Ow, mean kitty. That is English. Sorry, I'm going kind of fast. There's a lot to go through here. All right, so next up we have like readers everywhere. Another set of readers. And I have like these are my favorites, these blue ones. I just buy them at Walgreens. And I think I have 3 or 4 pairs of the exact same ones now. This is a Dimensions kit. It is called Christmas on the Beach. This one is an old WIP of mine. I really had high hopes of finishing it in 2022, but it did not happen. But I am probably about halfway through. And this reminds me so much of where I live. We have that emerald green waters like that. I love it with the Adirondack chair. Hopefully next year will be the my year. These I like these little fabric holders. I cannot think of who makes them though. Maybe it'll come to me. But you can buy them on 123 Stitch or off of Amazon has them too. Nerge. I think that's who they're made by Nerge. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot a WIP, but I will continue on and then I'll go get it in a minute. All right, this one is my, so for 2023, I'm doing no new starts, except for, there's a couple exceptions. I am going to start the new Modern Folk Embroidery Sal. I was planning on starting it as soon as the pattern got released, but I'm still waiting on that fabric. I ordered it at the end of November and I still haven't received it yet. Hopefully it will be here any day now. It's been I ordered it a month ago. I ordered it from 123 Stitch, and they are awesome about sending your stuff as soon as they get it, or as soon as, it's like almost next day or 2 days later. After you place an order, they're usually shipping it out to you. But unfortunately it was on back order, so hopefully it'll be here soon. I can't remember which fabric I decided on. I know it's 36 count, but I can't remember. And I just picked the DMC colors that he suggested because I was going to go through and go into Michael's or Hobby Lobby and try to pick out a blue and a kind of a beigey gold color. But I just never got the time to do it. So this is going to be a restart for me. This is September Sapphire Fairy. I am doing this one for my daughter who is a Sapphire baby. September baby. I always wish my birthstone was Sapphire. She's got the best birthstone. But mine, I was born October, so I have, I think it's called Pink Tourmaline. It also has opal too, which I like the opal better, especially the fire opals, but you don't see a lot of like pretty opal jewelry, I feel like. Well, I don't know where my original is. If I find it, I'll show you, but this is, I've got a mess here. I'm trying to find the fabric. Oh, here it is. So this is the fabric I think I'm going to stitch it on to restart it on. I'm planning on restarting it tonight. So there is a little bit of purple like down here. So I thought it kind of goes with it. I really wanted a real pale purple. This is the palest I could find. And this is, I'm not sure how you say the company name, Garadali. Her fabrics tend to be just more of like a one color, unlike a lot of the other fabric dyers who do multicolor. But I think it'll look good on this. What do y'all think? I also have a piece of a blue fabric. And I want to say, I'll post it in the description box, but it's called something lilac, it seems like. So that is September Sapphire Fairy. There was also a blue one. I thought I had brought it in here. The blue fabric I was also considering. Not exactly sure. If I find it, I'll pull it out though. All right, so let's see. I have the, I'm not sure what this one is. I'll show the Fall on the Farm next. cue snap real fast. This one, I was trying to do a block a month every month whenever it first started coming out, but I'm really bad about keeping up with stuff like that. And I didn't keep up with it. But I did finish the top 3 blocks. And I've outlined the 4th one. Oh, and I started the fence down here at the bottom too. So I still gotta finish 6 more. They probably take, it really just depends on how much stitching time. For me, For me, it takes about a week though, usually to stitch one of these. If I get a lot of stitching time, I can do it in about 2 or 3 days. But I think that one I still gotta do. This is the one I'm working on, is the apple. This is the middle. I'd also like to do the Christmas one too, the Christmas on the farm. That one I'm done, and this one I'm done too. I don't know, I'm sorry. I think you could really gather much from that though. I don't think I'm going to finish this year either. I have a few pieces that I really want to focus on more, so I'm hoping to get, and I'll show, I haven't gotten to them yet. Except for the September Sapphire Fair, I would like to put a good bit of time onto that one. All right, so this one was a stitch along that Hands On Design did in October, or I guess actually it was the month before, I think it was September. And it says Happy Halloween. I don't have the pattern, but I did get these for this stitch along. Aren't they cute? Little floss drops. And I really could probably it could probably take me a day to finish that one. I just haven't been very motivated to stitch on it now that Halloween's over with. This one. This is Coffee Quaker. I guess there's 2 of them. This is the second part by Heartstring Sampler. And trying not to get the glare off there. I am stitching this on. This is a Picture This Plus. It's 40 count Tyco Newcastle. And I'm using the called for threads. I don't know why I started so far down. That is where I am so far. I really like stitching on 40 count because I like being able to use just 1 strand of floss. Your stitches they just lay so much neater when you don't have to get 2 strands to lay side by side. All right, this is a fun one. I really should put more time into it. This is a Rosewood Manor Halloween quilt sampler. And just look at all those quilt blocks. I mean, how fun. Look at that border. That border, I love it. It's kind of a pain to do, but it looks amazing. And all I can remember about this fabric, oh, I can tell that it's one of those Weigart printed ones, so that means it's probably vintage country mocha, I would assume, 36 count. Look at the border. Just love those acorns and leaves. I finished 3 quilt blocks. I started working on this one I think in September. And I got, you know, squirrel. But I really want to finish this one someday. It probably won't be this year though. And let me go running this amazing one right here. I need to go get that one. So I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. So this one, I feel like this one is so different from a lot of the other Dimensions kits. For one thing, it's stitched with 3 strands of thread. It is on, it's 14 count Aida. And look at all those borders. They're just so amazing. I just love this piece. This one is out of print. I mean, this was probably the most expensive kit I've ever bought off of eBay, I'll be honest. Paid more than I like to pay for Dimensions kits. I think I have, at this point, I might have all that I want. I don't know, there's still a couple more that I want. And then the new ones that they're, sorry, I'm like trying to reorganize here. The new ones that they're coming out with, it's so weird. Like, they just came out with the Summer Fairy. Like, they have all the Ruth Sanderson's fairies, so they have the, I think they call it Fall Fairy or Fall Enchantress maybe. And then they have the Spring Fairy, and then I think it might be Winter Enchantress and Fall Fairy. So now they came out with the Summer Fairy, right? But you can only find on eBay. Like, you go on their web page and it's not there yet. So I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully they'll be able to get it soon off of their website, because it's kind of pricey on the eBay still. But it's so strange how they do that. All right, so this is my progress. I've got the inner border around that main picture done, and then I'm starting on that first, is it the first one? No, I guess you wouldn't consider that the first border. This border here. So I guess it's more like the third one. But another odd thing about this one is it has satin stitches. I've never done one that has satin stitches, and the chart it's really hard to read because the satin stitches are just kind of like a speckle, so I can't tell exactly which color is supposed to be which satin stitch. I don't know. I'm gonna save that part for last, so then I can decide what to do on it. I started way too many things this last year. I just had startitis and I wanted to do everything. Okay, so, oh, a new start I had at the 1st of December. Oh, here's the fabric I was looking for earlier. So this was my other fabric that I was thinking about for September Sapphire Fairy. See if I can find her again. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the purple. Although I think she'll look good on either one. But I'm leaning more towards purple. Yeah, I think she'll look better on this one. But I plan on starting her tonight. Restarting her tonight. I don't know where the old one is. I probably just threw it away because it just made me so mad. I started on an opalescent fabric, and it gave me headaches just trying to see it. What did I do with the... Oh. So I know we've all seen this one probably, more than likely. This is Santa Stops Here. Oops, trying to show you all the pattern. Here it is. Santa Stops Here with I Needle on Thread by Brenda Gervais. I love that house. So this is stitched on the called for fabric, which is, let me pull this back up so I don't have to accidentally show the pattern. Winter Brew by R&R Reproductions. I didn't realize with R&R they use like coffee and tea. And so it smelled just like, you can still smell it. It smelled just like maple syrup to me. And I was like, what did my kids get on this? I'm like, I thought they had eaten some pancakes and then with their sticky hands touched my fabric. But it turns out it's just, that's the way their fabric smells. Now it smells more like coffee to me though. It still has a sweeter smell too. So I have almost finished the border. If you look closely, there's like a little leaf right there sticking out, and I haven't done that all the way around yet. I got to about right there. And then I got tired of it, so I went back to the house. So I have finished the house completely, haven't I? Except for the roof, yes. And also there is a bead and a ribbon on the wreath too. I do have the beads. And so I'm just started the roof, just got the very first line there. And these are satin stitches in the store here. If you look real close, you can see those there. I love this. Can't wait to have this done. So one of my things about no new starts 2023, but if I do finish something, then I'm allowed to start something. So my plan is when I finish this one, I want to start another Christmas one, and it is this Happy Morning. This is one of the new releases. This was a retreat piece back like a year ago, I guess, because they'll, if you go to the retreats, you get a year before they will release them, so it's just you that are able to stitch it. I really want to do a retreat with, what's her name? Paulette Stewart. I think that would be so much fun. I love her. She's my new favorite designer. It's so funny, I remember going to the Mirabilia retreat probably like, I'm trying to remember how many children I had. It's probably been 4 or 5 years ago. And one of my table mates was asking me if I like to stitch houses, and I was like, houses? Like, no. Because I don't have a needlework store nearby, and I hadn't discovered Flosstube yet either. So I was like, houses? Like, no, never thought about stitching a house before. But now I love it. Thank you, Flosstube, for enabling me, or inspiring me, however you want to look at it. So I can't decide which colorway to use. And the floss you use for them, they're pretty different. Some of them are the same colors. The black one uses more DMC. This one uses more of like the Weeks Dye Works and the Classic Color Works. And I bought the black fabric though. It is here in this mess somewhere. Ah, here it is, right here. This is by Fox and Rabbit. And it is, I believe I bought the 36 count. So once I start that, but then I'm kind of like leaning towards the more neutral color too. I think it's Hog's Bristle. And I can't decide which way to stitch it. They're both beautiful. I don't know. What do you guys think? Y'all like the black or the beige better? Well, I still got a while because I still got to finish. Santa stops here. All right. So let's see. I did bring this. This is a Just Nan piece. Just Nan, I love them. They're beautiful, but finishing anything, I'm just not very good at. So this is the the Spring Mouse Scissor Roll. She's done 4 of these for each season. Do believe I have them all. I think I got the last one, which is the winter. And this is the little mouse, ready to be made into a mouse. Looks like a fan right now though. And then this is the scissor roll. And I messed up, so you get a piece of felt, and I cut it too small, I believe. I don't know, now it looks like it might fit it. Oh, I think I needed it to be See how it doesn't fit? I think I need to be a little bit bigger, like this way, widthwise instead of lengthwise. But it's so cute. It's stitched on Weeks fabric. I guess now they switched over to dyeing Zweigart, but this one, the weave was kind of loose. It wasn't a very enjoyable stitch, I have to say. So I bought another piece of felt. So hopefully I can try it again. But I wasn't having much luck the first time I tried to do it, of it turning out right. And then you got the little mouse sits on. He's got a little piece that he sits on. And then there's a pair of little scissors there. Hope you can see that. So maybe I'll try to finish that this year. I'd like to have all 4 of them. Someone makes these little cute wooden spools, and they have put them on there, and it looks really cute. So, and then they sit their little mouse on top of it. So maybe I'll do that with that. And next up, I have, what's this one? Oh. Actually started. All right, I'll share. So last video, I showed all the stockings that I've done for my family members. So I still have my daughters to finish. I have put very little work into it this year. So this is going to be one of my focus pieces for 2023. It is, what are they? Holiday glow stockings, what this one's called. Lighting is so terrible in here. I had to try bringing in the ring light, but it's still terrible. So super cute, Santa and snowman. My daughter's name, her name's Vivian, so it is really long, so I probably won't be able to do the scroll work. And I think it is left blank. This part is unstitched, so I might stitch it with white anyway. I don't know yet. White's not my favorite color to stitch with. These are the scroll bars that I use are by Almanac Factory, and they're called quantum frames. They're similar to like the Millennium frames, but they are much quicker to get. So all I have done is this year, I believe I finished the snowman's hat, and I started working on Santa here. Because before that, all I had done was like the scarf. So I did get a little done this year, but I've really got to finish this. My daughter will be 3 next Christmas, so I really want to get her stocking up there too. Santa had to use my husband's stocking for her this year. All right, so I'm going to show next is my Owl Forest embroidery piece. Everyone always loves this piece, and it is beautiful. I'm trying to find the threads that go with it, because I was lucky enough to get the, I feel like my hair is scratching this thing. I was lucky enough to get the threads from Owl Forest embroidery before the shutdown happened. But I don't know where I put them. Well, if I find them in the mess, I will show you guys. All right, so this is called, what is it called? It's like, I always mess up the name of it. Ever Flowering Garden. And it is beautiful. Look at all that stitching though, it is huge. Let's see what the stitch size is. It is 461 by 533 stitches. And you can still buy the these patterns off of they have an Etsy page. So if anyone is interested in starting it, you can still get it, the pattern. All right, so my goal was to finish all the way across this first page, or the first set of pages. I almost completed it. I just have a little bit left on this outer border here. Look at how big it is. It's a good one to stitch during the winter because you can use it as a blanket. All right, so I will get in a little closer. Can't tell what you all are seeing here. I think there's probably only about 10 colors in this piece. And basically you stitch the same thing twice. So this week I have been working on this big plant here, the little birds, these little peacocks. I stitched all that this week. And this top border. Now I'm just working on going down the side. I'm like praying if I make it to the bottom that everything lines up. Because it is so big. Look how big. And I think I have cut it to size too. So I started getting a little nervous when I got over here. But yeah, there was plenty of room still, luckily. I was afraid for a minute there. So hopefully I measured good. Ooh, this thing is so wrinkly. All right. So I just put on a nice shirt with my stretchy pants. All right, so next, I don't know what I did with the pattern to this one, but this is Scorpio by Nora Corbett. I haven't stitched any more on this since the last time you saw her. She is beautiful. I don't think she'll take that long to stitch up either. And this is stitched on the Witchelt, can't talk. The Witchelt fabric. I think it's called like something lace. I'll link it below because I can't remember. I do not know what I did with that pattern though. All right, and then for the favorite, I was going to show you all these kits, but I might just stop here because maybe I'll just show you a few like the ones I really want to start. This video is running kind of long. All right, so this is my chatelaine. And this is the one I want to do for my daughter. It is, I always mess up the name on this one. Fairy Flower Garden Mandala. So one thing about stitching the mandalas is you get to stitch the same thing 4 times. Some of these even more. So like those, looks like there's 8 of those dragonflies right there. So I know I'm gonna get tired of stitching on that. All right, so it goes this way. And it is quite large. This is the largest that I have of my scroll frame bars. And it's hard for me to pull this out because it's so big. I'll get up here so y'all can see a little bit closer. So I finished stitching. It's kind of heavy too. So I have finished the center. I have everything done now except for the beading. I finally got to adding all these specialty stitches. Right now I am working on, let's see, what am I stitching here? There are road stitches. They're dense road stitches. And you can see where I've gotten to right here. So I've still got to go all the way around that little border here with those road stitches. And then, trying to remember where I was planning on going next. I'll probably just work out with the specialty stitches and there's only a few in here. And then there is a lot of kind of like black work, back stitching type. Above those little, I don't know what you call those things, but this here is a lot of back stitching. So I'll probably start working on that next. I'll probably go back and forth in between working on this border and this border. So to break up the monotony. Then I'll start on the sides here. These dragonflies are gorgeous. Like if you go on the Shadow Lane Facebook page and type it in, they are so pretty. I can't wait to get started on the dragonflies. It's probably my favorite part of this piece. And the fairies, their faces are over one, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain. But I am glad that each one of those are at least a little different colors and different faces. It's such a pretty design though. I think it'll be perfect for a little girl's room. So hopefully I'll have it done by, like, aiming by the time like she's 5 years old. Maybe I'll have it on her wall by then. So that is all of my WIPs. I meant to like count them up and see how many I have. Maybe make like a spreadsheet so I can, or a list. I keep a pillowcase over it. I'll put it back that one. I don't want to bore you with watching me put a pillowcase over it. I want to show you the other, I was planning on doing like a December update at the end of the month. I was planning on doing that Thursday, but work has been crazy. I ended up having to work on Thursday instead of having the day off. But now I'm going to have Monday off instead. So I was going to do like a haul. I've gotten a lot of haul lately. I just want to go ahead and show these Plum Street because I love them all. These are all the new releases. This one's my favorite, Yuletide Delivery. I just love that. I guess that's Miss Claus driving the sleigh. Look at that reindeer. Look at those antlers. How cute is that? I was going to stitch it on blue, but then I didn't realize that this was stitched in blue. So I might just go with the neutral after all. I saw the one that I'm stitching, the Santa Stops Here. The Virginia stitcher, she's stitching that on blue, and it is going to be gorgeous. I wish I would have stitched on blue instead. Okay, so I'll show like a few kits. I won't go through all of these because there's a lot. But the ones, I'll show you like the ones I really want to start. Okay, I grabbed the one I didn't think. I'll go ahead and show it though. It's not completely kitted up. This is one of the fabrics I'm waiting on. I love the border. I've seen so many people have stitched this up and it is amazing. Can't remember, I think the moon might be stitched with glow in the dark thread. I can't remember for sure. But that one is Sleepy Hollow. I got these like these random Kreinik and beads with an order. And I could not remember what I had ordered it for. I was like racking my brain. I'm like, does this go with the Mirabilia? Like, what did I order all these beads and threads for? And then I remember I was looking to see what was back ordered, and one of them was the fabric that went with this, and I was like, oh, that's right. That's what that was for. All right, another one I want to start sooner than later is this beautiful new one by, this is a Joan Elliott. She does a lot of like fairies and lady type ones. And she started, I don't know if it's a recent thing she started doing, but things more like this. And I like the blue and the navy colors for Christmas design. I think it's so pretty. So here's the threads that go with it, and then there's a gold Kreinik there. And just some simple gold beads that go with it. Yeah, I can't really see it very well. Let's see if I have anything else I really wanted to... So I haven't ever started or stitched a Bella Filipina before, but there's a trio of these celestial angels that are gorgeous. This one's the middle one, and then there's one facing towards her and then another one facing And they're all really pretty. One's more of a blue and then one's more purple. This is the called for fabric. It is Cosmos by Be Stitched Me. So it kind of looks like outer space a bit. I haven't fully kitted her. I've only gotten, I haven't bought any of the beads yet, but I did buy the Krynics. I haven't gotten the DMC either. I don't know. I don't think there's any silks that go with it. Pretty Krynics. Yellow, green. This one's like a multicolor blue. It's pretty. And then like a silvery white color. I don't know if they're really, I think they have color names. I can't remember. Other than just numbers. Let me see if I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. Oh, this is one I really want to start too. Maybe after I finish one of the, maybe the witch one. So I have stitched there's 2 in this set. This one's Moonlight Laguna, and then there's also Sunrise Laguna, and I've stitched Sunrise before. So I really want to stitch. She's actually my favorite of the 2, but I always like to save the best for last, so I haven't stitched her yet. But I have everything ready to go, so maybe, hopefully maybe I can finish that witch this year, and then I can start her, because I'm not starting anything new, because I've got enough WIPs going. I'm never going to finish anything. So I stitched Sunrise on just white fabric, so I want to stitch her to go with it, that way I can have them as a pair. She has a lot of silks. These get a little pricey too. But I have here, I got 6 water lilies. And they are all gorgeous. Look at those gorgeous colors. This one looks, it's more navy. It's coming out kind of blackish though. I love stitching with the silks. When I'm stitching on my chatelaine, I always get disappointed when I have to start stitching with DMC. The silks, they just glide through the fabric like butter. They're so enjoyable to stitch with. But it gets expensive. I got all the, I think I had probably had this kitted for 5 years now. I don't know why I haven't started it yet. And then she's only got 1 Krynic. Make sure that's right. Yeah, just 1 Krynic. And then there's 4 beads. For some reason I have 6 beads in here. Sometimes I just don't know. Oh, some of them are the same color. Okay. Got some blue. Now I do have an extra bead in here. Hopefully this goes with it. Pretty blue. These really large beads. I don't know if that goes with it or not. No, that one does go with it. Oh, one of these is an extra. So hopefully I'm going to start her sooner rather than later. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but there's one more that, oh, this one I was going to start in 2022, but I didn't get around to it. And it's probably for the best, quite honestly. I had start-itis so bad last year. I was just starting everything, and now I have way too many WIPs. So I think it'll be better just to focus on them. But I love the poinsettias. What is this one called? I guess it doesn't have a name. It just says GP237. Oh, there it is. Flowers of the Holy Night. It's up top. So I like all the, see all the poinsettias have like little designs in them. Very pretty. This one is stitched in all silks, I don't believe there's any DMC. She does have a DMC conversion, though, if you don't want to buy the silks. But they are, I'm want to stitch it on white. They're all dinky dye silks. I had I ordered it all throughout last year, so I'd order like 2 or 3 at a time. Look at that red. How pretty is that one? They're a little fuzzy, but they're so soft and so pretty. They're all greens and reds and pinks. Beautiful colors. Can't wait to start that one, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. It also has a lot of, has quite a bit of beads and these little, probably won't be able to see it, let me take one out. These little flower medallions go in the center of each poinsettia. So I was planning on starting this one last week, but I was like, you know what, I've got too much to work on. I'm just gonna hold off, get my whips down a little bit more, and then I can start starting new stuff again. I had some like mirrors kitted. Oh, this one, this is gorgeous. This is another Brenda Gervais. So many people have stitched this one. So I have this one all kitted up. It's Winter Rose Manor. And I have all the, I believe this is the called for. Maybe it's not. I have 2 different fabrics in here. I'm not sure what my plan was. I have French Cafe Mocha by Witchell, and I have Raw Natural Linen by, so I guess I didn't get the called for. They're both look about the same. This one's a little bit darker. The pink will probably show up better on the darker one. But it'll probably be a while before I start that one, but I have it all kitted up as well. Oh, I forgot one more whip I do have. This is the Coastal Holiday by Hands On Design. And I have finished the first one here. Just love those colors. So cute. I think all of my ornaments I've ever stitched I've given away, though. I don't have any stitched ornaments. I really like to work on some more ornaments for my tree, because I don't have any. This is one I have kitted. My friend Kathy gave me this pattern. It's the Sleeping Princess. I love these colors. I love, like, that's one thing I love is stitching with these bright colors, like these pinks and greens. She's a big piece. I picked out, this is a 32 count seraphim. It's Kai. Not exactly sure how I think she'll look good on this. I wanted to go with the neutral hand-dyed. She has so many threads. Like, this thing is just full of DMC. Look at all those threads she has. I haven't bought the beads yet. It's always bead at the end, and it's gonna take me forever whenever I start this to stitch it. And then she's got the Cryonix here. I like that rust color, it's pretty. Maybe after I finish September Sapphire Fairy, I'll start her. I feel like September Sapphire Fairy, she may not take too long. She's not like a real big lady. I have one more Mirabilia here kitted up. I have no idea. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I'm going through more of these kits than I want to, but this is, what's this one called? Scissor Sampler. So cute. This is the fabric I picked out. It is a Regency linen, 36 count Regency linen. I think this is Picture This Plus fabric. This may be the call for too. Yeah, this is the call for, okay. And it's got a mix of DMC and Weeks threads with that one. This one I don't think would take a real long time. I think that about all cross stitches though. Like, oh, I can do that in like a week. And then 3 months later, I'm still working on it. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one is gorgeous. I love this one. You don't see this one stitched very much. This is Cassiopeia. The fun thing about this one is it uses a glow-in-the-dark Krynic. So it, I know there's like, it's like stars. So we'll form the Cassiopeia star when you turn off the lights. So I thought that was a pretty neat effect that Nora did. This one I'm undecided on the fabric. I have a fabric picked out, but I think it would be pretty stitched on like a purple color because she's got a lot of green in her. She does have some purple too though, so I'm afraid it might blend too much, but it's kind of like a, I don't know what you call that, more of a mauve. It's called Queen Crepe Myrtle. This is a 32 count Lugana. Maybe. The call for is, what is this? Twilight Blue by Witchelt. She's got, how many water lilies does she have? She's got 5 water lilies. It's pretty. I really like that one. Look at that blue, it's so rich. And that blue is called Blueberry. And I love these bead packs. It's got like everything you need in there. The Krynic, this is the glow in the dark, and then the gold and the rust. This one's got a good bit of DMC as well. I think that may be the last one. What is this? Did I already show this one? Let's see. Oh, she is so pretty. Rosamund. This one was a release from 2022. I want to say it was one of the summer. Every month there is a release. Let's see, the odd months are the little ones and the even months are the big ones. And it's always on the 15th of every month. She is just so pretty. She reminds me a lot of Sleeping Beauty. I think she is another Sleeping Beauty. She's got a lot of beads. Look at that bead pack. So many beads. That one I picked out. So usually when I try picking out fabrics, I usually go close to the original, but just do a variegated one. Because I'm an overthinker and I'll sit there on the fabric viewer for like an hour playing with fabrics and I always end up still picking out something close. Here's the silks. And she has a lot of DMC as well. So maybe I'll start all these in 2024. I'll just have a year of like Mirabilia stitching or something. There's just so many things I want to stitch. One day I'll be retired and I don't have to work so much. I know I have one more Mirabilia kit here. Let's see if I can find her. Oh, I want to stitch this one too. This is Blackbird. Midnight Watch. I love the black cat. I have a black cat, so. All the pretty threads. And I picked out, what is this? 32 count flax linen. I think it'll look good. No, I have. Oh, look at this bag. Is that not the perfect Halloween bag? Or this apothecary? The Scary Apothecary series. I feel like that is the perfect bag for this series. So there is 9 of these. I'll go through them real fast. I feel like I've been, oh my gosh, I have been filming this video forever. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it soon. I really want to get a black tree and finish these and put it on there. So I just wanted to show, I got the fabric that's called for. It's the fabrics by Stephanie. Winter Wishes. Is that really the color? Yeah, Winter Wishes, okay. I believe I got a piece that's big enough to fit all 9 of those. I just want to show all the Krynics though. Look at all these Krynics. Some of these I've never, like this one's not real shiny. Same for, so these 3 aren't very shiny Krynics. I'm used to like them being super sparkly. So I didn't know they had one that was more of a matte. And then you have the ones that are super sparkly too. Lots of purples, greens, and golds. I really wanted to find that one other. Maybe I didn't bring it though. Let's see. Ah, found her. Here she is. This is Lilith of Labrador. I have stitched quite a bit of mermaids. I just love her. Her skin, it's not like a pinky color, it's more of a kind of a blue-gray, I guess. She's very pretty. This one, I guess I have picked out this fabric to go with her. I don't know. I may change it. I think that tail will just blend too much with it though. I don't think it'll stand out enough. Oh, I guess I have another one too. That one might stand out a little bit better. And then got a bead pack, under threads. And I saw one more mirror, and I think I'll stop with that one. Oh, I wanted to show this one too. This other one I have kitted. This is another Rosewood Manor. This is the American Flag Quilt Sampler. I believe each of the blocks is the state quilt block. I believe that is how this is designed. And I think this is the called for fabric. Can't tell what color. It just says Weigart. And this is 28 count light mocha. Not sure that is the call for fabric though. And it is just all DMCs. So there is, Nora has designed the 12 Days of Christmas. This is the first one, the Partridge in a Pear Tree. I have all 12 of them. This is the only one I have kitted though. It is called for as China Pearl Linen. I think I have China Pearl Lucana though. Oh, Jobelin. China Pearl Jobelin. And I don't have her fully kitted, I just have the Kreinik and beads. Not the DMC. I'm sure I could scrounge them if I really wanted to start her, but I'm not gonna start anytime soon. No new starts till I finish something. That one may be the last thing I have to share. Oh, I forgot about this Plum Street too. I was planning on starting this like last year. Last December, but I never got around to it. Sorry, I keep getting cat fur in my mouth. This is This Joyous Season. This was a Fox and Rabbit retreat piece. That's why there's an Australian flag on there if you see it up there real close. But there's also and here there's an American flag in here too, so you can change it out. I don't know if I'm gonna, I thought about just putting more snowflakes in and leaving off the flag. Look at that house though, it's so cute. This is the called for fabric up in the attic. It's a little bit darker than what the pattern shows. And then I've got all the called for. Alright, I had one more kitted up, but I might not have brought it. Oh no, just found her. Alright, this is going to be the last thing I show, I promise. Sorry that this video is like super long. Look at how cute she is. Would she not be perfect for a little girl's room? This is Alice by Nora Corbett. I had planned on starting her like a long time ago, and I've seen some people stitch her without all the extra stuff. I like the extra stuff though, so I think I'll leave it. She's not fully kitted. I just found, I have a Clay by Kim. Isn't that pretty? Peacock needle case. And so I just have the thread pack and the bead pack. All right, so that's my WIP and kit parade. So my main focus pieces are going to be the chatelaine you saw, the fairy flower garden, the rosewood, not the rosewood manor, the owl forest embroidery, this one here. Show it one more time. Everyone always loves this piece. Wish I could have found the threads. I don't know where I put them. This might be them here. Oh no. So this is another reason I don't work on my chatelaine so much. This is like, I have to carry this around when I work on it. It's got all the DMC. Then I have the Paco with the ones I'm currently using. And then these are the specialty threads here. And this also has the, I believe I have the bead pack in here. Yeah, this is the bead pack. Always get them from European cross stitch. It'll take some time, especially right now, because the one of the threads is really hard to get. I want to say it's the Glorianis. I have a couple on order. It's fine, I have enough to work on. But one of them I've been waiting since last April I ordered it. I have plenty to work on, so I'm in no hurry to get that. So the Chatelaine, the Owl Forest embroidery piece, oh, and my daughter's stocking are going to be the main three. I don't plan on finishing the Owl Forest embroidery piece this year. The stocking, I definitely want to finish that one this year, and it'd be great if I could finish the Chatelaine this year too, but I don't see that one happening. And I think those are going to be, oh, and the other one I want to finish is the Halloween piece, the Another Year Creeps By, the one where I'm doing one a month. I want to finish that one too. So I'm going to let you guys go because it's been a really long video. I apologize. Hope you all like long videos. I will record another video in a month and show you how my progress has been going. So I hope everyone had a great new year. I can't wait to see everyone else's plans and starts. I love watching these WIP videos, so keep them coming. What else was I going to say? I don't remember. So I do have an Instagram account, the same thing, Stitching Farmer. If you want to follow me there. I'm really bad about posting on it though. I'm going to try to be better this year. I'm going to try to make a post tonight, maybe tomorrow, of those 3 pieces. That way at the end of the year I can see how far I got with them. So I hope everyone had a great New Year's. I can't wait to see what everyone works on, and like and subscribe. Thank you. I just realized that I forgot to give you my life update. So I had talked about we were going to go to Gatlinburg at, I think it was the second week of December. The first week my kids were out of school, we went up to Gatlinburg. We actually stayed in Pigeon Forge, and we were like 5 minutes from Dollywood. So we went to, let's see, what did we do? The first day we went to they have, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's real popular there as a shopping area. They had this ropes course that was probably 3 or 4 stories tall, and both of my sons got up there and did that. And I thought it was just like one thing you went around and then you were done. Oh no, you could stay up there as long as you wanted. They had like a type of zip line and just all kinds of different things you could do. They said that one kid had been up there for 6 hours that day. I think my kids probably stayed on there for about an hour, but they loved it. It was only $15 a piece, so I thought that was a really good deal. Wish I could remember the name of it. It's also where the eye is, the Ferris wheel thing. We talked about doing it, but we didn't do it. And then we just went shopping and ate so much chocolate. It was amazing. They had lots of like buzz shops and candy shops there. I think that was, oh, and the World Cup, we were watching that on the phone while we were there too. Got to see Argentina win, so excited for Messi. He finally has a World Cup under his belt. And so then that was the first day. We were only there for I think 3 full days. The second day we went to Gatlinburg and we went to the aquarium, and that was really pretty. And then we just walked around down. They have a lot of shops downtown. I wanted to go to I think it's like Anarchista, but maybe hopefully we'll go again next year. We're thinking about making it maybe like a yearly thing. I'm not sure if we will. I kind of want to explore other places too. But they have this place called Anarchista, and it's supposed to have like a real high place where you can go and view. I hear it's really pretty at night, but we didn't get to do that. And then the last day we went to Dollywood because it was supposed to be the warmest day we were there. I think the high was 49 degrees that day. I'm from Florida. I'm not used to these temperatures. Like, I know a lot of people are probably like, that's nothing, but it was so cold. But we left my daughter with her grandparents because they stayed with us. We rented a cabin. It had a pool table and an arcade machine and a hot tub. So the boys really had a lot of fun. And so we left my daughter, she's only 2, so we didn't think she'd enjoy Dollywood very much, and we left her with her grandparents. Well, we went to Dollywood. It was magical when the lights, when the sun went down and the lights came on. It was the most amazing lights. They were so pretty. I think I took a couple videos, so I'll tag them on the end here. And my boys don't like to ride roller coasters. That's my favorite thing. I don't like to ride the spinny rides because it makes me sick. And that's all they want to ride. So all I rode was the train. But it was a lot of fun to ride the, it's like a real fire-burning coal engine. And then they had the most amazing cinnamon bread. I'm trying to think what else. The best part was definitely the lights. I wish it would have been a little bit warmer. I probably should have dressed a little warmer. Like I don't have a heavy jacket. I wore a hoodie. That's the warmest thing I had was a hoodie. All my jackets are just like pullovers basically. I live in Florida. Like it's January 1st and it's got up to 70 degrees today, so. And then my Aunt Sherry came down from Indiana with her boyfriend. She is my dad's sister. And so we got to visit with them. They're having, like most of the country had a blizzard during the week of Christmas. And I think they were supposed to get like 18 inches of snow or something. And I was like, oh, is this your first snow? And she just kind of laughed at me. She was just like, oh no. I've never lived anywhere where it snows. I grew up in Georgia and now I believe lived here over the last 15 years in the Panhandle. So I don't know what it's like to live in snow. And I'm thankful for that too. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the cold. And so I think that's probably about it. Work has been crazy. My partner, I'm a pharmacist, and my partner just went on medical leave. So this last week, I only had one other pharmacist in there with me all week for one shift out of the whole week. And I worked the rest. We did have to close. I couldn't work. I would have had to work 4 12-hour shifts, and I couldn't do it. I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't do 4 12-hour shifts. So we had to close down the pharmacy, unfortunately, because the pharmacy can't be open without a pharmacist present. So I had to deal with some upset people, and I get it. I mean, I get why they're upset, but there's not really a whole lot we can do, unfortunately, with the pharmacist shortage. It's really strange because 3 years ago there was a surplus of pharmacists, and then the pandemic hit, and now it's like completely turned around. Now it's the worst I've ever seen it. The drug shortages are the worst I've ever seen. We can't get antibiotics for children right now. Like we're having to trade back and forth with another pharmacy in town with patients. Like it's like I got this one antibiotic and they have this one, so we're having to transfer prescriptions back and forth. It's crazy. And then the Adderall shortage, don't even get me started on that. Oh my gosh. Hopefully things will change soon. I don't know. It's completely different than it was 2 years ago, and trying to find employees to work. It's been tough. This has been the hardest 2 years of my whole career. But enough. So that's pretty much all that's been going off me. Just been my husband and kids are out of town right now. They went up to his parents in South Carolina. But all I've done this whole week is work. Today was my first day off. It's New Year's Day, so we're closed today. So I got to stitch all day long, and it's been glorious. And probably will be doing the same thing tomorrow. So I will put a couple of videos at the end of this video, and then I will see you all in a month. Just little sleigh bells jingling, ring, ding, ding, ding. Hello, sons.
Hi. Hi. Something weird.
Good, the butterflies. Aren't they cool?
Yeah. Are you gonna put this on YouTube?
Do you think I want to put your face on YouTube?
Yeah. Put our face on YouTube.
I might.
Are you filming? It's cold.
It doesn't pick up the lights. That was a little bit better.
It's Mega Cannon Beach.